Okay, so this is me playing Root. Actually getting ready to go to sleep, so I'm just going to play a quick game on hard. Going to play as the... Ooh, who do I want to play as? I think we're going to try to play as the Woodland Alliance again. Yeah, I want to see if I can win with them. Ambush cards. Standard. I've never actually used that card. I mean, it seems like a great thing, but normally getting 3 mouse clearings is really, really difficult. Like the ones with the 3, I've never bothered using them because by the time you get to a point where you can, the only ones who I could see using that would be the birds, because they're the only ones that like can just put down a building and they use it for everything, including crafting. Whereas if you were playing as the cats, you'd have to have a workshop in either 2 in one clearing or 1 in another, and there's just not enough spaces for that. Alright, so I played random clearings, which means this starts off as random. Normally what would happen is you would have 1 of each, like a mouse, a bunny, and a fox clearing. So this is going to be a little bit weird, because so when you play clearings, ooh, okay, that's got 2 of them. So see how I've got 2 mouse and a wild, right? So if I was to play this here and then this here, I actually wouldn't be able to play here or here, right? So if I play my 1 mouse here, 1 wild here, which is what the bird symbol is, you can use that to substitute as any clearing, and then another mouse, I'll be able to play all of them. And with the Woodland Alliance, you want to try to spread out your sympathy as much as possible. Now I'm actually going to mobilize these 2, but I'm going to save this card, because if he tries to attack that, I'm actually going to be able to kill him. So I'm not going to add that to supporters, and I'm just going to skip my turn. Now, who's he going to give that to? Oh, wait, he's crafting it. So he decides to do that one there, which is fair enough. And I get an outrage. Now the wild clearing couldn't have been better. Now hopefully I just get another wild. Now what happens? Another wild. Ah, that couldn't have been better. That was the most brilliant, like So normally what happens is that if you move into a clearing where there's one of these sympathy tokens, you have to either give them a card from your hand. If you, like for instance, like for here, right? If they were to move into this clearing, they would have to either give me a bunny card or a wild card. Now if they have more than 1 card that they can give, then they get to choose which of the 2 that they get to give. Alright? They also have to give you cards if you attack the token, right? So if they can't give you a card from their hand, you get to draw a random card from your deck and add it to the sympathy. Now, normally, because I've got 2 wild, I can actually use this, but otherwise I would need 2 bunnies. Wild can be substituted for any clearing, but otherwise, if I didn't have these 2 wilds, I would only be able to revolt if I had a sympathy clearing, a sympathy token here. So I'm going to revolt, and now I'm going to I get a base. Now this is where it becomes sort of unique with the Woodland Alliance, because the Woodland Alliance normally have not a maximum of 9 troops, right? But for every officer, officer actually takes the place the officer takes the place of a warrior. But for every officer you have, you get an extra move in the evening. So I'm only going to be able to move once in the evening. So I'll move my sympathy here because I might as well use it, right? And now I'm going to move this here, and I'm going to keep the ambush card just in case, and I'm going to leave that. Now, see how I only have 1 action in the evening? That's because I only have 1 officer. Now, you get an officer every time that you get a base, but you can also recruit more officers by playing a card matching the clearing of where you have a base. So technically, I could have played this card to this to train another officer. So I'm just going to build here and leave that at that. And now the other advantage is that normally you just get 1 card at the end of your turn, but you get 1 card for each additional base that you have. So you kind of want to protect your bases. The other thing is that if a base gets taken out, you actually lose sympathy, and you use sympathy to spread sympathy. You use sympathy to spread sympathy tokens and to revolt. Now, the Woodland Alliance gets, so you can see here, it costs 1 to spread more sympathy. Once I get to here, it's going to cost 2. Now he gets attacked. Now he has to give me a card of that clearing, if he has one, or a wild card, or I get to draw one from the deck automatically. So they get the outrage, and I get a wild. Now, depending on how, normally when it comes to the cost, the more troops there are in an area, the more the cost is going to be to move to that area. See how I can spend... let's have a look. See how I can spend the wild to move here, or I can spend... because there's 2 people here. I'm going to spend the wild to move here, and hopefully I can move here on my next turn. And I can. So I'm going to move here because he doesn't have a recruiter. Now, the bunnies, the Woodland Alliance actually use sympathy tokens to craft. So for every place that you have a sympathy token, you can use that for crafting. So for example, see how this card... in the wooden panel, see how it's got the bunny symbol? That means it would cost 1 bunny to... You would have to have a sympathy token in 1 bunny clearing in order to craft this card. And if you were to craft this card, you would get 1 victory point, which is what that 1 symbol means. You would also get a boot. That only comes in play with the Vagabond. He can actually get that boot off you if he wants it. Now, I'm probably going to keep the ambush card, because if he tries to attack me here, before recruiting, he's going to lose 2 warriors. And as much as I want to advance... yeah, I'm just going to put this in my mobilize. And keep that. And we're going to leave it. So I'm going to recruit another warrior. And now I've got more cards. So let's see what happens. So he decides to attack me. Because it's easy points for him. And outrage. So what do we get? What do we get? What outrage do we get? Okay, it wasn't really that useful. Now, we'll see what the cats try to do. They craft to get 1 victory point. Okay. They're going to attack. They should have recruited first because I'm going to use the ambush card and those 2 guys are going to die and then that token stays there. And I don't think they outrage because there's no warriors left. They're recruiting. Nothing to revolt in. But I can spread sympathy. I'll spread it back here. And can't do anything with the bunny. So I'm going to... Normally I would recruit this card because... Actually, you know what? Getting an extra... Ooh. See, normally if I was playing any other group, I would recruit this card. Because normally getting an extra... Removing 1 warrior to get an extra card is really, really helpful. But the Woodland Alliance don't have a lot of warriors. So it's probably not going to come that in handy for me. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play this, immobilize this. And we'll leave that card. And instead of recruiting, I'm going to move 1 warrior here. Now we'll see what happens. Now I've got the ambush card, so if they try to attack my base here, they're going to lose 2 warriors on top of... Did I just draw those exact same cards? I think I did. So that's fine. Hopefully I get a wild. Come on, give me a wild, give me a wild, give me a wild, give me a wild, give me a wild. Come on, give me a wild. Or a mouse. 2 bunnies. Alright. Kind of sucks. I could have recruited here if I had bunny tokens or 2 wilds, but I don't have it. Ooh, they're going to try to... Are they going to... So now they have to give me a card? Or they have to give me a clearing? Oh, that's another bunny. If there were only bunny clearings that were near me, it would have been very, very useful. But there's no bunny clearings near me. You can only spread a sympathy into adjacent tokens. I think this is going bad for me. So I'm going to spread here. And spread here. And now we're going to go this. And this. And leave the ambush card. Yeah, we're going to leave the ambush card. We're going to recruit 1 warrior here. Now, let's see what happens. Do I get attacked? He's going to take me out. Oh, he got a crossbow. Yeah, he's probably going to take me out. And there he goes, taking me out. Does he get the outrage? Come on, give me a wild. Give me a wild. Give me a wild. Give me another wild. Yeah, look, I kind of think I've lost this game. But you can never give up. But, yeah, the way it's going, the cats are pretty much in the lead. Hopefully the birds... Yeah, hopefully I get another wild. Because if I get another wild, then I'll be able to build another base. And once I've got another base, it'll be easier for me to... Come on, give me a wild, give me a wild, give me a wild, give me a mouse, give me a mouse, give me a mouse. That couldn't have been better. I get the bigger number. So he does... So if... See, that's the one thing that's unique about the Woodland Alliance, is that if I hadn't been playing the Woodland Alliance, normally the attacker gets the bigger number. But in that case, because I'm playing the Woodland Alliance, as a defender, I get the bigger number. That's the reason why my warrior didn't die, because he got the 3-0. Unfortunately, you can only do as much damage as warriors that you have. But... Alright, let's have a look. There's no clearings to revolt in, which kind of sucks. But I have to decide what I'm going to do. Now, the annoying thing about playing, whatchamacallit, about playing sort of, this is that if I play it here, I can only do it in like another clearing with a wooden. So probably gonna play. What's that? Is that 2? Yeah, we'll play the 2 there, and then we can play the 1. Oh, we can play 1. I'm not sure that I want to spend that. I'm gonna need that. I probably... who do I mess with? I don't know what I want to do. Gotta decide what I'm gonna do. I gotta mess with the cats. Okay, we're gonna mobilize. So this, this, and then that. Leave that. And we go do this. Gonna recruit another warrior. Now he's gonna take me out. I get outrage. Give me another wild. That's not bad. I can use that to revolt here. Now, the reason that I still die is because these sympathy tokens are defenseless. So if they get attacked, they always die. Unless you have a warrior there to protect them, like what I've got here. And that was a wild. Now he's going to do one more attack. Hopefully... Ah, crap. That didn't go well. If he had rolled 3-1 or 3... If he had rolled 3-1, I would have won, but that did not go well at all. Now, hopefully... Nah, they're actually doing pretty good by having that many... Okay, they've turmoiled. But they only lost 2 points. Nothing to revolt. Boom. Boom. And we'll keep the ambush card. That's it. Now, I have to decide which one am I going to go for. I'm going to move this warrior up here. That's not a bad card for the Woodland Alliance. It's not a bad card for anyone, but it's actually not a bad card for the Woodland Alliance. Okay. At least if he's attacking me, he's getting points, but he's not going to be getting as many points as... He's not going to be getting as many points. That's fine by me. Okay. Oh, he's got the commander. That's the... Yeah. Now I can revolt, but I mean, it's not really going to help me. So now I get an extra officer. And now I'm going to be getting more cards. Unfortunately, maybe... Oh, it depends. If where have they got? They got a workshop here, and a workshop here. That's an interesting setup. They've only got one sawmill. Actually, they got two. I need to attack here. So with two moves, we'll use the mouse. Skip this. I'm gonna craft this card actually. And we'll leave the ambush card. Now, I'm going to move one warrior here. I'm going to move the one warrior here. And recruit another one here. One interesting thing about the Woodland Alliance is that once you've got a base in an area, you can't really revolt in a clearing. Like, once you've got a base in a bunny clearing, you can't revolt any more in bunny clearings. So at maximum, they can only get 3 bases on the board. The commander is the one leader that you really don't want the birds to have. Once they've got their warriors on the table. He just makes things so much worse for you when he's attacking. Now, I can only spread sympathy. Where do I want to spread it? Where do I want to spread the sympathy? I've got mouse, and I've got 2 mouse, and I've got... I'm going to put it here, because you've got a warrior there. Can only craft this card. I need the points. And I can't craft any of the others, so... I just gotta get to a bunny clearing. Can't believe that. Recruit one there. And send 2 here. I've got an ambush card here, so... And I've got this card here. So I'm pretty well protected in that area. See, I could have used that before. Come on. Nah, we'll leave it. There's no point. Not on that roll. I'm happy to lose the 1 warrior. I'm going to revolt their next turn anyway and get them back. This time, though, I might actually do so, depending on what I get. Yes, I'm going to... So we both don't get anything. And that's the end of their turn. It was lucky that I had that. It was lucky that I had that card. Not that it's going to... Is it going to help me? No, it's not. I might be able to get a stack of points if I can take out things here. So I'm going to... they got to the 30 points. Alright, that was me getting my ass kicked with the Woodland Alliance, but I guess that's how you learn. That's how I managed to be able to beat the other factions in hard. I just kept playing until I lost. So, thanks for watching me get my butt kicked. Alright, thanks for watching, and